Ahoy Captains, it's Maz again with another video from World of Warships Legends. And today we have an interesting and very fun match for you in the Caracciolo. This is the Tier 6 Italian Tech Tree battleship. Now the main reason I'm showing this match is because in this match we end up with 6 medals. That's right, 6 altogether, and we were going for one of those medal missions. During this update, the May 2022 update, which is also going into June. In the store, they're offering 3 missions for credits. Medalista, Super Medalista, and Hyper Medalista, all at different points during the campaign. I'll leave a link in the description below because they actually put it under a blog post called The Return of Arena. You'd have no idea that the information for these missions would be under it. I can't remember if I found it myself or somebody actually pointed it out to me. But all the information is there, and these missions are pretty cheap. The first one is for 1.1 million credits, the second one is for 2.2 million credits, and the third one is for 3.3 million credits. And you get some pretty decent rewards. Anyways, you do need to get quite a few medals for these missions, and they are cumulative. So for example, the mission I'm showing you here, you only need to get 15 medals. It's not like 4 and then 9 and then 15. It's 15 total. And so I thought to myself, hey, I'm grinding the Caracciolo anyways, and this thing is a beast when it comes to getting close quarters expert medals. So let's take her out and see if we can get 1 or 2. Now as for this match, we are in a game of Domination, and this is on the map Greece. And in my opinion, for a brawling battleship, this is a great map. And yes, you do want to play these Italian battleships as brawlers, and maybe we'll talk more about that as we go along. But for now, we're just trying to get into position here. Try not to get killed while we're doing it. Just a few seconds ago, we were looking at torps and weren't paying attention, and we ended up broadside to a Nagato, and he slapped us for like 10 or 15k or something. Good thing this is a tier 5 and 6 match, otherwise if that were an Amagi, a tier 7, we would have been in a hell of a lot more pain. But with our brawler build, we have 4 repair parties. We can shrug off that salvo, no problem. And oh boy, did you just see that. We have carnage all over the screen. That Nuremberg pushed way too close, and we put on our enhanced secondary targeting consumable, and we took him out, netting us our first kill of the match, our first blood medal, and our first close quarters expert medal. Oh boy, I'm already out of breath here, and it's only been a few minutes. But here we are in the cap. We are a battleship, and we are capping this cap. And that's the type of things you can do in this Caracciolo. Honestly, you can think of it as playing it as a destroyer if you want to go that far. But I like to get right up close with it. The strength of these Italian battleships is playing up close, and my build reflects that. So while we're in this cap here, we decided to pop our smoke because the ships in Bravo had a clear line of sight on us. And we knew that the battleship, or whatever the hell else was behind the island in front of us, could reset us pretty easily. So by popping our smoke, it gave us time to get the cap down close enough to where we could capture it without getting reset again. And there you go, we got our cap. Mission accomplished. Our team has 3 caps to their 1 right now, so we're looking pretty good. But unfortunately later on, things are going to take a turn for the worse. So it was a dang good thing we got this cap. Very important. Something you can remember at the end of the match. But for now, we just want to reset these enemies trying to cap Bravo. Unfortunately, there's a couple of agile cruisers there that are doing pirouettes. That makes them really hard to hit. So while they're doing those pirouettes, let's put up our build on the screen. I thought this might be a little bit interesting, just so you could see how I do a full brawler build in the Caracciolo. For the first upgrade slot, I do have the secondary battery mod in there, which gives an extra 20% to the range and the dispersion of the secondaries. You know, it's not just the range that this mod is increasing, it's the dispersion of the secondary battery, which makes them a lot more accurate. And a 20% decrease to dispersion, that's huge. I think that's very underestimated and overlooked. The accuracy of your secondaries whenever you use this mod on a ship is very noticeable. And honestly, I think that is the #1 strength of these Italian battleships, their SAP secondaries. Each and every hit seemingly does damage. Because they're SAP, they seem to get a lot more penetrations than ships that have other secondaries. And throughout this match you have seen and will see more examples of what these SAP shells can do to all the ship classes in the game. Except for carriers, of course, because there are none in this match. And because they suck. Anyways, the other thing to note on this screen here, we'll put it back up really quick, is that I've just unlocked the hull upgrade in this screen. This was taken after the match. So with this match, I wasn't playing with the hull upgrade yet. Didn't have the speed upgrade either, we only had the range upgrade, so we're a bit of a disadvantage. It's one thing I really don't like about the tech tree ships when you're grinding them, is that you play the majority of your games at a disadvantage compared to other ships, especially premium ships. For example, without the hull upgrade, we had like a 20-second rudder shift instead of like a 14-second rudder shift. That really sucked. And of course, we were at a disadvantage with the hit points. Our max was only 52,600 instead of the 54,500 you get with the upgrade. Anyways, the point is, it kind of sucks. I personally don't like using global XP to boost through tech tree ships. Consider myself more of a grinder, but to each their own. Anyways, let's get back to the match here. We've been doing our best to help hold down the Alpha cap and try to reset the ships in the Bravo cap. Unfortunately, they have now capped the Bravo cap, but our friendly destroyer did kill that annoying Nagato for us, so we can start accruing points on this cap. But oh boy, what do we have here? We have the Skane making a move on us, going on a bit of a suicide torping run. Guess what, buddy? You're going up against our AP secondaries. We're gonna use our secondaries consumable again. And we didn't have our guns all pointed in that direction, thankfully. And they were able to help out against him. But our secondaries were able to finish him off, netting us another close quarters expert medal. And our second kill of the match. We did eat a few torps from him because just before he appeared, we had started to turn our rudder to the right. We did hit the brakes in time though, so we only took a few torps. And those pan-European destroyer torps aren't very powerful. So no big deal. Sure could have used our hull upgrade with our improved rudder at that point, couldn't we? So now we have a broadside Colorado out in the distance there. He is slightly angled though. But at this point we want to check our detectability of firing from smoke, because we do have our smoke generator consumable ready to go. But unfortunately it's 13 kilometer range, and he's about 11 kilometers, so that's a no-go. And honestly, that's not what you want to use the smoke generator for. You're not going to have very good accuracy at this distance anyways with this type of build. These Italian smoke generators are more for disengaging or sneaking up on unsuspecting ships. And especially since these smoke generators are crawling smoke, that makes them fantastic for sneaking up on ships. We'll actually demonstrate that near the end of the match. But for now, we want to focus on this Colorado. We would love to push him, but as you saw just a moment ago, a Fubuki popped up on the screen. He's on the other side of this island, so that's sort of keeping us from pushing this Colorado, taking any risks. As you know, a full salvo of Fubuki torps would dev strike the shit out of us, and 99% of the time that is a bad thing. So let's head away from the torps. You saw them go by there, at least one salvo. We don't need to rush, our team's doing pretty okay anyways. We're up in ships, we're up in points, we're up in caps. There's no need to win hard, as the Galloping Major always says. So we're gonna head over to the Bravo cap and see if we can help capture it. One of our teammates is inside the cap. Oh darn, we just lost the Scharnhorst. Okay, we're even in ships, that's okay though. Oh crap, we just lost the Miyoko. Now we are down in ships. Okay, that's alright though. We have our last battleship teammate. He's about to capture the Bravo cap, right? But on second thought, taking a look at his health, we don't think he's gonna last. And that means it's gonna be up to us. And guess what? They still have a destroyer left against two battleships. We are sitting ducks for him. The only way we're gonna win this match is if we kill this destroyer. What I'm thinking is he's not gonna expect me coming around this corner. So let's get HE loaded. Let's put ourselves in the position to succeed here. A lot of battleship captains say don't bother, keep AP loaded because you never know when you're gonna come up against a cruiser or a battleship that you need to delete, blah blah blah. That's fine. But in this situation, we are hunting a destroyer. And HE is going to be the most effective against him, not only damage-wise, but with getting incapacitations, see if we can knock out an engine, knock out some torp tubes, whatever. And my goodness, look at that, our secondaries took him out. I love it when a plan comes together. That's our third close quarters expert medal of the match. Just like we planned, we had a nice salvo of HE on him. And man, did we ever catch him with his pants down. He only got one torp launcher off on us. We were able to dodge that easily. But unfortunately our North Carolina goes down, and our team depends upon us. Damn it. We still have 3.5 minutes left in this match, and if the Atlanta captures Charlie base, which is what he's about to do, these guys are going to be able to win on points even if we do survive. So my first thought there was go to Bravo cap, but unfortunately when we were doing that we got blasted by the Colorado, so there goes that idea. Sure could have used that hull upgrade with the rudder shift at this point. So after that learning lesson, we pop our smoke and start to think things over a little bit. What the heck do we do? Do we chase after the Atlanta, try to reset that cap? We weren't having much luck shooting at him earlier, so I don't see how things will be any different now. We'd also get caught in a crossfire between him and the Colorado, and they'd probably be able to whittle us down pretty easily. So we're thinking that the only way we can win this is if we kill the Colorado. Really wanted to go into that Bravo cap, but like I said, all the scenarios playing through my head ended badly. So I thought, let's get within secondary range of this Colorado and we might have a chance to kill him. And this is the perfect example of why it's important to always keep one eye in the center top portion of the screen there. Because you never know when you might need to change up your tactics depending on the score and how much time is left in the match. And of course also how many ships are left and who controls how many caps. But enough about that. While we close in on this Colorado, we have just enough time to get our commander up on the screen. We're using Paolo di Revel, the Italian battleship brawling commander, with inspirations from Cunningham and von Hipper. The skills we're using are Not One for the Nuisance, Porcupine, Firefighter, and Reaching Out XXL. Then for the legendary skill we have Will to Rebuild. I'm not sure if I had the range upgrade unlocked for the Caracciolo for this match, and so that's why I did take Reaching Out XXL for that 4-slot skill. Otherwise your range is like 14 kilometers or something, you can't hit nothing. And that's usually how I set up my tech tree battleships. And then once I unlock that first upgrade slot, I choose the range upgrade, and then I switch that 4-slot skill to something different. Alright, so here we go for all the marbles. We have a minute and 20 or so left here in the match. Colorado is making himself skinny, so it makes our AP pretty ineffective, especially with our dispersion. So we swap to HE to try and whittle him down that way, hoping to cause a fire. Fortunately, the reverse has happened, and he has caused a fire on us, but that's okay. We do have hit points to spare. You can see the points accruing there for the red team now. They're about to overtake us, which is not good. And so we really do need to get rid of this Colorado now. Now that salvo was able to set him on fire. Uses his damage con, so at least there's that. We know that he won't be able to use it again for the rest of the match. But this Colorado here has made a grave error, and he has stopped. I don't know what he was thinking, but we are licking our chops because we're within secondary range now. We're gonna get full broadside here on him, try and get rid of him. Just leave him with a sliver of health though. We've only got a few seconds left, definitely not enough time for our main battery to reload. So it's all up to our secondaries. And let's go boys, like take him out. That flips the points in our favor with only 3 seconds left. On top of everything, we also get a Dreadnought medal. That makes medal number 6 for the match. What a nail-biting win. When it comes to most ships, you sure as hell don't want the outcome of the match to be dependent on your secondaries. But with the Francisco Caracciolo, ain't no sweat. So here we are on the end screen. We have 4 kills, only 19 secondary hits, but 4 of them resulted in kills, netting us 4 close quarters combat expert medals. We also got ourselves that first blood medal and that aforementioned Dreadnought medal at the end there. And admittedly, I botched showing you guys the mission progress for that medalista mission. For some reason I hesitated. I thought it would mess up the flow of the video, or I might not actually use this video for that purpose. But you can see there we did a bunch of stuff there for missions, so just take my word for it. Here we are on the team results screen. Hats off to the enemy Lance who had the most XP in the entire game on the losing team. Sucks to be him. Well, hope you guys did enjoy that video. Please hit that thumbs up button for me. If you want to see more of my videos, hit that subscribe button. Feel free to leave a comment down below, and as always, take care of yourselves and do what makes you happy.